Hello, strangers and friends. My name is Grace. This is Sometimes I Make Things, a show about knitting, yarn, making things in general. And today is April 16th, which is my 28th birthday. Please allow me to start by doing a little bit of housekeeping. Returning viewers may notice I am in a brand new location, and that location would be my first real adult apartment. Huge news in the world of Grace. This is the first apartment I've gotten for myself with my own money, and I picked it out, everything, etc. So that's been very exciting. It is walking distance to my current job, which has been amazing as well. And it's also walking distance to a grocery store. So I am living the car-free life now for the first time in a very long time, which has been really nice, actually. I've been enjoying it. I'll admit, walking to the grocery store and carrying stuff back is not my favorite thing to do, but I've been saving so much money on gas and so much time on commuting. Like an hour of my day used to be spent just driving. I'm sure many people relate to that. So that's been incredible. And also having my own space, getting to set it up how I want and prioritize the things that I want and, do the dishes when I want to do the dishes has been amazing. I'm honestly very, very happy. It's a small space, like pretty much the depth of the apartment that you can see. I have a bedroom back there, I have a little bathroom, I have a stacked washer dryer unit, and then this area is pretty much the kitchen's over here. This is the living room. Oh, sorry, this is the living room, this is the dining room, there's the kitchen, everything you need all in one room. So it's definitely a small space, but it's just me living here. And it's enough that I've got 2 chairs so I can host people, and I've got a love seat which sits 2 people. So it's actually worked out really nicely for me. I'm really happy here, and it's been very, very big ups for me on this. The other housekeeping is, what knitting am I wearing today? We have on little mermaid moment over here. These are some socks that I finished this year, which I'll admit I have not been very good on updating the YouTube in the year of our Lord 2025, but this was the first pair of socks that I finished this year. They are the Monkey Socks by Cookie A. It's a free pattern available on knitty.com, which is a free online knitting magazine. It's been publishing for over 20 years. They're incredible. Please check them out. I'll put a little link below. Check out some Knitty Mag patterns. And then the yarn is Cascade Heritage Sock, which is my first sock project ever with this yarn. It's so soft, I'm loving it, and they're about 17 Canadian dollars a skein, which is a steal of a deal. They have several vibrant colors available. This is the hot pink, I think it's highlighter pink, but they have a bright yellow and they have a bright green, and I'm pretty sure they have a bright orange as well. And I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for those because I am super in love with these bright, happy socks, and I definitely want to make more of that ilk. My final housekeeping piece is, what am I drinking today? And I have some raspberry herbal tea. It's from a small business in Ontario, and my boyfriend got it for me as a little early birthday present. He also got me a yellow wok, which is very fun. And I think in this, it has no list of ingredients, but the ingredients in this, there's no list, but it looked like there was apple, raspberry leaf, hibiscus, and I don't know. That's the gist. It's delicious. It smells amazing, and it's a beautiful red color, so I'm into it. Still a bit hot. Okay, housekeeping closed. Let's move on. On today's episode, I am doing a bit of a birthday treat to myself, as you might have noticed here by the lovely mystery bag. This is a kind of a loot bag, a clearance bag from the Knitting Loft, which is a yarn store in Toronto in the North York area. And as part of their clearance, which they only do online, they have these lucky bags. They are 500-gram bags. They have a few different sizes, but this is the stasher bag. So it's 500 grams, various yarns, and it's $30. I have purchased one of these bags before, and I actually do have a video of that, so I'm going to pop that in, and you guys can be the judge. Hello everyone, welcome to this special edition segment. I just got my order from the Knitting Loft. A couple times a year they do a 20% off sale. This one was for LYS Day this past weekend, and I put an order in. I bought some yarn for a project that is going to be a secret project till later in the year, so I'm not going to show you that. But the other thing I ordered from them is they have these lucky bags. So in their clearance section, I think what they've moved to is instead of posting their clearance yarn, they're putting them in lucky bags, which you can order, and you don't know what's going to be in them, but that's kind of the fun thing. So I think maybe they do that because it's easier for them to clear out all that yarn and they don't have clearance yarn just hanging out. And then you get a pretty good deal as a consumer. So I ordered their 500 gram lucky bag. It didn't really give much of a description. It was $30 Canadian to get it, and wasn't really sure what to expect. You can only get these bags online, and then you only order online for this clearance sale. So I figured this is kind of one of the only times I'm going to get one of these. Yeah, it's $30, but I recently had some good things happen in life where I'm like, I've been treating myself a bit. So I decided to get it and see how it went. So I just received my order, and the lucky bag came in this very fun crinkly paper. It's beautiful. And I did just open it up and take a peek inside, and from what I saw on first glance was really exciting, so I figured I would film this properly and put it in one of the podcast vlog episodes. Like I said, wasn't sure what to expect. It could be kind of like meh yarns or weird colors, probably no indie dyed yarn I was thinking. And then it did say there might be some non-yarn things. So with that, I was like, okay, maybe some stitch markers or something. So let's take a look and see. Because as soon as I opened it up, I was like, oh, okay. So there will be crinkly noises. Treat it like ASMR. So the immediate first thing I saw is this. It is super soft. And it's alpaca lin, 48% baby alpaca, 8% wool, 44% lin. Not sure what those are. I'll get back to you on that. But it's funny because, well, one, this is a very fun color of yellow, but I was just thinking that, like, I don't think me and mohair get along as well as I would like us to, so I was interested in trying something that is a mohair replacement. So this feels super serendipitous because I almost ordered something like this. And this is really nice. How many grams do we have here? 50 grams. So 100 grams and 175 meters each. So we'll see what I make with this, but this is really nice. So immediately, that's exciting. Throwing those over there. One of them hit the dog. She's a little offended. And then this is like a yellow themed bag, which is making me really excited because I love yellow. And this yarn is Perennial by Kelburn Willans. I have been eyeing this yarn in the past. This is a lace weight yarn. They had a bright green color that for years I was like, I want that bright green, but I couldn't think of anything to do with this yarn. This is a really pretty color and it's super soft. I'm pretty sure this yarn, I am blanking, but I feel like it was between $30 to $40. So already, like, just this is pretty much the value of the bag, but it's super fine, and it is 60% merino, 25% Surrey alpaca, and 15% nylon. So, like, this is really exciting, and this is gorgeous. I don't think holding them together, they would look especially nice. They're different shades of yellow, but this is exciting. Oh, look, it's kind of similar to this yellow I'm wearing. So, very exciting. Then, we have even more yellow. I haven't touched this yet. What is this? Suave Cotton by Pascali, Cotton Organic Certified. This feels very airy and interesting. What are you? 100% cotton, made in Italy, 25 grams, 162 meters. Interesting. It's like fuzzy and soft. I would not have thought at all that that was cotton. This is very baby. Ooh. Ooh. Claire Garland has a duck pattern that I've made before, and I feel like this would be great to make the duck in again. I might make myself a duck. Then we have this guy, which I have noticed before on the Knitting Loft website. This is a Katja Concept Summer Tweed, and this is 80% cotton, 18% Oh, hemp. Okay. And then 2% polyester. They include a lot of possible languages on there, so that took me a moment. Hemp. I've never done anything with hemp. And this feels like a pretty classic summer cotton yarn. It's 202 yards. So I'm going to have to see what I can do with this. Maybe I have some yarn in my stash that I can hold with it to make it go a little further. I don't do as much with summer stuff, so I'm still kind of learning what I like and what I can do with these, but very nice colors going on here. So yeah, something I probably would not have bought myself, but I'm not opposed to. Like, that's neat. Toss again. And then it looks like we have 3 skeins of this pink. It's Rowan. I haven't used much Rowan yarn, but this is 50 grams merino wool and it is 93% wool, 7% polyamide. It looks like it's some sort of bulky weight. 85 meters, and did I say 50 grams? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to look into some bulky patterns, but I feel like Rowan is normally a bit of a pricey yarn, so I haven't bought any Rowan before. But that's exciting. Ooh, maybe I'll do some sort of cool balaclava moment or hood thing. I did get 52 weeks of accessories for my birthday, so I feel like I can do something with this. Oh, I'm actually shocked. Like, as I predicted, there's no indie dyed yarn. I don't think Kelburn Woolens counts as indie dyed. I'm blanking on that one. I think they're a smaller business. I think they're a commercial, smaller. I'm making that up. Please ignore me. Yeah, so no indie dyed in here, but these are all really nice yarns. Like, I don't feel like this is bottom of the barrel at all. Like, I'm really excited by all of these. This is great. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna have a problem now with buying these lucky bags? Okay, what else do we got here? So it looks like there's some patterns here. So we have Barocco Pixel. It looks like this is a raglan pattern, which it looks like it has a kind of the garter stitch detail as opposed to stockinette. And there is a cardigan as well. I can't tell actually if there's a pattern in here or if this is just a photo book. I think this is just a photo book. Yeah, I don't know if people are supposed to pay for these, but yeah, it's just a collection of pictures. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, yes, in the back we have a couple patterns. So yes, we have Matilda, which is a sweater, Granger, which is a cardigan, Fern, which looks like a poncho, and Meg, which looks like an interesting modular scarf. Let's see here. And another scarf. Yeah, so a small collection of patterns by Barocco there. Nice. And it looks like we have this cowl pattern infinity scarf called Avery. And there's another photo on the back here. That's such a pretty color. So this is Quince & Co. And yeah, it's just, you know, it's not very often that I see like physical patterns available. I know obviously there's a long history of patterns being sold like this, but this is actually a really nice format for a pattern. I like this a lot. What kind of yarn does this use? 3 skeins of honey, American wool, 170 yards. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That's very nice. And then I think there is one more pattern thing left in here. What do we got? It looks like a sideways knit construction tee. That's pretty cool. And then this looks like some sort of shawl. Ooh, I like this one. And this is a cowl. I like that detailing. It's very like post-apocalyptic. Be cool. Nice. And then what company does these? It's just a single page. Knitting Fever, it looks like. I don't actually think there's instructions. Oh, it's the instruction is 1 sentence long. Never mind. That's it. That's the pattern. knit a rectangle and then sew it together so that it looks like that. That's basically the instruction. That's hilarious. Cool. Okay. So that's their fun little extra stuff, is some patterns. No, that's a really interesting haul. I feel like I would definitely get one of those again. It's not what I expected it to be. I was very surprised. Yeah, no, that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. So just wanted to add that I looked it up and it seems like these guys are about $13 each. These can be about $25 each. These are $19. These are also $20, and this is $36. So in total, these yarns probably cost about $196 Canadian before tax, which is wild to me that I got all this for $30. Really nice quality stuff, natural fibers, and it's a color palette that I really like. So I am blown away. This is awesome. Welcome back to Now. As you can tell, I was pretty excited about what was in that last lucky bag. I was thrilled at the value of the yarn that was in there, and not everything was stuff that I would have picked for myself, but it was all good quality yarns, and it actually worked out being all colors that I really like, those yellows and pinks. It was amazing. Kind of had a bit of a theme to it. So my expectations, I'll admit, are a little high for this bag here. Feeling it, I feel like there's 100-gram skein right along here. And I think this is a chunky, another 100-gram skein here. And then maybe some smaller ones in the middle. But expectation-wise, I expect there to be a good amount of natural fibers in here. I think that there's going to be a bit of a color theme to the bag. Like, I think I'm kind of getting a bit of a purples vibe from it. I don't know why, but that's what my psychic sources are telling me. So I think it's going to be purpley. And I think there's going to be some stuff in here that I've never heard of before, which there's so many things I haven't heard of before. So that's not that exciting of a prediction. But yeah, I got this for myself end of December. They do a big sale for Boxing Day at the Knitting Loft, 20% off. So I ordered this preemptively as a birthday gift for myself. So I have been holding on to this for like 4 months. And there's been a few times where I almost broke down and opened it up, but I've stayed strong because this was my birthday gift and it's happening today and I am stoked about it. And with that, enough with the chitter chatter. Let's get into it. Ooh. They are not chunky skeins. We have Bamboo Socks by Prolana. And, ooh, they're soft. What's in this? It does feel a little like there's acrylic in it. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like it is 63% polyacryl, 30% viscose, 7% polyester. So I'd say mostly an acrylic, but it's kind of like a... It feels very much like a bamboo yarn, but also does have an acrylic feel to it, but definitely a nice way. And I think this could work nicely to make a summer top. Let's see, there's 2 skeins of it. I don't think there is a color name listed on here. Just color 27. But yeah, that's nice. Just a soft, light pink color. Very nice. It feels like cool to the touch. Okay, let's see what's next. It's something sparkly. Oh, it's Qing Fiber. Oh, wow. Okay. Qing Fiber. This is 66% superwash merino, 34% lurex, 360 meters and 100 gram. The color is Pool, which is pretty fitting. Wow, I've actually never had any Qing Fiber before, so that's fun. I also haven't done much with sparkle yarn. Sparkle yarn definitely, like, it can have a bit of a rougher texture to it because of that sparkle element, but that's so pretty. Okay, Qing Fiber. Oh, and I guess the base is Glitz. It's, and oh, another skein. Okay, we got 2 skeins. We can work with that. It's bad, like, back to back. I'm like, tops, summer tops. Let's go. Oh, that's great. Now that would be a really fun top, like a Jessie May ripple bralette moment. I think I am going to do that, actually. Yeah, I love that. Okay, So that's 100, 200, 300, 400. So we're down to one more skein in here for the 500. Drumroll, please. Another skein of Qing fiber. Okay, that actually works out great. That's a very reasonable quantity to do something with. Well, there you have it. Pink and blue. That's cute. Okay, iPad kids, let's see how much these yarns retail for. Ooh, Australian dollars rough. Oh, I was gonna say, it goes for $55 a skein Australian, but it's listed as $49 Canadian on this website, which is a Australian wool site. Let's see here. I don't see a lot of listings for it. I get the impression that maybe this Glitz is like a smaller run yarn, but let's say comfortably it's over $40 Canadian a skein. So like, you know, $3 American. So already considering that this bag of yarn was $30 and we're clearing about $120 retail price just to get these three, it's like, oh, okay. And then let's just quickly look up our Pro Lana bamboo socks. And it looks like these guys go for about $16 a skein. So, you know, $32. That's pretty much the cost of the bag. I am a numbers gal, so what can I say? I like to look these things up. I am happy with this. It's not what I expected. I was expecting individual skeins of different yarns. I wasn't expecting to get so many of the same skein, but that makes planning to do something with it in the future a lot easier. I was just kind of thinking that, you know, those crochet granny square cardigans, I think it's called the Ariana cardigan, something like that. But doing some sort of long sleeve little granny square piece together situation I think would be really cute in these colors. It's definitely a different palette than what I would normally go for, but I think these are pretty pleasant together actually, and I think the softness of this bamboo would actually work well with this. Is still soft, but it's not as soft as a pure merino yarn would be because it has that glitter texture to it. But that could be like a fun outfit together, though I'm still on board with doing some sort of top with this, which now that I have 3 skeins of it, instead of doing like a ripple crop top or ripple bralette, I could do something like the ripple crop top or some sort of long sleeve lightweight wool top. So that's the potential. I think this is a cute color on me too. And then this, winner chicken dinner. I wouldn't say that if I saw these at the yarn store I would go and pick out these colors, these yarns, but I'm pretty happy about having these. It's very fun to get a mystery bag. Obviously, with any kind of mystery bag, you're spending money on something that you don't know what's in it, so it can be a mixed bag. But I'm really happy with these again. I think it's a fun thing to do as a little surprise gift to yourself. And I'm pretty open to the idea that if I don't end up using these yarns, I'm happy to gift them to somebody as well. Like, these are something I think someone else could also enjoy. So I would definitely buy one of these stasher bags again in the future, especially as doing it as a birthday thing. This has been very fun. I feel all jazzed up now. As far as the rest of my birthday plans, I'm going to finish drinking my tea. I'm going to go get a pedicure. I'm going to have a quiet day, a peaceful day. I happen to get the day off work, so I'm going to make the most of that. And then this evening, going to go for dinner with my parents. So good vibes all around, nothing too fussy. And then this week ends in Easter, so I got a 4-day weekend ahead of me, do some family stuff, hang out with some friends. It's all good vibes all around. I'm very happy that it is spring at last. It's the best time of year in my opinion because it's full of hope and optimism, etc. Yeah, things are looking up. I definitely like to come back with some more videos now that I am moved into my apartment and I'm settled in. I think this is a nice place to do some vlogs from, give some updates on what I've been working on and what my goals are for the year. So please stick around, subscribe, follow along, all that jazz. If you've made it this far and you want to get me a little birthday present, I'm going to put my Ravelry knitting pattern wish list down in the description box. No expectations at all there. It's very low stakes, but you know, I love the idea of having a little, you know, you want to get me something that supports some independent designers and some artisans that I really admire. I like their work. And if I make the pattern, then I'll be like, ah, this person got me this pattern. That's so nice. And if I don't ever end up making the pattern, well, then I can feel good that somebody put money towards an artist, a designer that I admire and I like their work and support them. So I feel good about that all around, but if no one buys me a pattern at all, then this is totally fine. I will buy them eventually myself. But you know, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna be a little cheeky ask. Buy me things. I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead of you, that I feel like I have a wonderful day ahead of me, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, bye friends. Cute. Cute.